Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and made some really good trades throughout this week. And let's dive right into the analysis here. And looks like the market is pushing higher here, holding up overall. My Dow Jones trade held up very nicely. It did not invalidate my buy area. So that's the only one that actually ended up holding. SPY, QQQ's, IWM kind of all gave up, kind of all broke my levels, but overall patterns still lining up for a potential continuation rally towards the upside. And I know I'm long, and full disclosure, I know some very bearish people are gonna see this video. You guys may think the market's about to crash, ready to crash, and stuff like that, but you need to really open your eyes and see both sides of the trade. Your bearish bias is correct. Don't get me wrong, it is correct. There's lots of problems in the economy and all these things, but you have to pay attention to what the bond market is doing as well. You can see bond yields today. Let me just get rid of this little panel. Bond yields pulled back tremendously today, and we are long the bonds from these highs here. So if you're following me, you'd be up on these trades. We're long China. Hang Seng is rallying like crazy. Look at what the Hang Seng is doing. I put this call out right here when we're at the lows, and now look where it is now. The Hang Seng is gapping open. The Yin ETF, which is what we bought, is up tremendously today, another 2%. I think it went up 16% the other day from the open to the close. So 17%, even more. So this thing continues to push higher, and the trend is higher, guys. So don't think that you're smarter than the market trying to short it and trying to bet on the crash. The crash is coming. It could, but you're going against the odds right now. Another big sign that the low could be in is the break in the DXY. I have been charting this with Elliott wave calculations, so we're seeing that this level was support, right? And if you're bearish and you think just because it broke, no, this level is invalid. This is wrong, right? This is wrong. The dollar is going to continue to rise up. Right, I gave this level weeks in advance when we were looking for an ABC correction, and look where the DXY turned. Right, we took this pivot and it continued to push higher. I was looking for a sell area here, and then and then it ended up truncating. It didn't hit my level, right, and it ended up reversing. And I said, if the first signs that the market is going to be pushing higher is that the dollar is going to be breaking down here. Right, and the dollar did break today a tremendous amount. It bounced back, right, rightfully so, but it's breaking down, and you have yields coming down, which is going to help growth stocks. It's going to help the market continue to push higher, right? Excuse me. But yeah, that's basically it. I know we're looking. A lot of people are. So for me, this ABC is done. But I'm open to the possibility that we could do a double correction and go lower, right? That's why I had another target for the Dow Jones down here if that ended up happening. Doesn't look like it's happening. Looks like it's already started to pulse out. We could still see some more sideways chop before we actually start to push out of here. But overall, the trend should be higher. And yes, we've seen a lot of selling on the daily time frame. But this doesn't mean that the market can't push higher, right? So selling can happen, pullback can happen, but this can continue to push higher. And then that's essentially it, guys. And right now, the daily time frame showing us very, very bullish candles, 14 and a -5 on the dual band strength index. I think the futures and overnight markets are even more bullish. You still got green money flow, and I mean, how far away are we from an all-time high? 3.5%. That's all it takes. It doesn't take much for us to make another all-time high. Then you stop out the shorts, and the shorts get squeezed again because you got like whoever's shorting continues to short because they think they're smarter than the market, and you just gotta pay attention to the signs. And I am looking for a market top, but I just don't see it right now. You had a cycle reset on the daily. It looks like it's over, and now you should be set to continue higher and finish this entire leg up, and then that'll be it, right? Then when this is done, then you can call the top. And then you can wait for the crash to happen and all that stuff. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Let's continue. Let's take a look at some individual names here because a lot of people were angry today. I know I'm watching a lot of other discords. A lot of people are short. A lot of people are saying a lot of people are bullish. But all I'm seeing is people looking for this count to play out. They're not really looking for the other picture. And I'm open. I will wait for the market to stop me out. If the market wants to come stop me out, you got to bring it all the way back down to 375. And they keep saying it's gonna happen. Oh yeah, get ready, it's gonna happen. And then there was the same thing down here when we were opening call. Sorry, excuse me, my voice. Some call positions into this buy area, and look at the trend that happened. I would never in my mind think that the rally would be this tremendous, but it ended up being so. Anyways, let me take a look at some individual names here. Stop making fun of people. I'm not really making fun of people. I just want people to accept and have an open mind to other possibilities of the market, because some people think it's only going down now. Anyways, let's continue on. So Tesla looks like it needs one more drop in a wave 2, and then after that it should continue higher. And then it should continue to impulse out here in a wave 3, which is extremely bullish. So if we get that opportunity, this is the dip buy area between 169 to 159. Let me continue on. I'll take a look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA is starting to push out here, up 3% today. Very nice. So this one could be already in its wave 3 right now. So I wouldn't really want to get in front of this. I think it's getting ready to make new all-time highs, and if that's the case, then it's going to be quite a pain if you're still short this. Let me take a look at Roku. Roku is down today, 1%, so still chopping sideways. Overall, I'm still bullish on Roku. I think it just needs more time. Let's take a look at SMCI. SMCI actually retraced back into wave 2. Should be set to pump up in a wave 3. So this one might be a long that I might be taking. I might chance a long on this name here, but we'll see. We'll see if it needs more work towards the downside, because it definitely could do that, but right now I don't see any problems with SMCI in terms of this chart. Excuse me. Let me take a look at Mara. Apparently Mara was up a lot in the after hours. Let me just double check that. A lot of people were freaking out, so let me just type in Mara. Oh yeah, wow, look at that. Mara was up 4% in the after hours. So Mara is following Bitcoin, right? And if you guys were following my analysis, I'm saying this is a great opportunity. I think that a lot of these names have a lot of potential for it to go higher. And that's exactly what's happening in Bitcoin right now. We got a nice pump towards the upside. I think we do need a retrace or maybe some consolidation before we continue higher, but the trend is up, guys. The trend is up. Make no mistake. You guys are too bearish too soon. I think when it's time to go full on bear, we're going to be much higher. There's going to be no bears left. You got the bears are going to be long. That's when I'll be short. All right. Let me cover some other names here. I'll take a look at Apple. Apple had earnings, right? Apple had earnings. And people are like, "See, it's only selling. It's only selling." I'm like, well, it's still up 5% after earnings, so probably a lot of heavy profit taking is my guess. So yeah, this looks like the wave 1 is could be finished here. Let me just chart it. Let me take a look here. So no. So the wave 1 is not done. So it looks like you got your wave 3, and then you're gonna do a pullback in a wave 4, and then nominal high in a wave 5. So that's then it'll be done. And then the market will this is leading indicator, like I said. At a secondary buy area, Apple ended up dipping down into it, and then that's it. Impulse out right away. So that's just the way it works. So now Apple should continue to go higher. Meta is in the buy area right now. I don't know why my count got deleted here for Meta, but overall. All right, well, let's redo this. Let's redo it. Yeah, that's a wave 3. Okay, so let's just redo this here just very quickly. There we go. So this is Meta here, and this whole move down was a reset. So if you're short, you got puts, you're ready for it to crash. You're ready for Meta to crash down. Not so soon. It needs more work towards the upside, unfortunately. So this one needs to go higher again. So this needs to go higher. ABC is done. Let's just do rough estimate. So yeah, to me, yeah, Meta looks like a great long right now. Think it's gonna do a 5-wave up. Well, we'll know soon enough, right? If it's gonna do something like this and then push out, maybe 600, 700, something like that. And yeah, that's what I said about the triple Qs, right? The Nasdaq. I think Nasdaq needs to go into this area, 471, 505. Watching a lot of people today. Oh, market's not going higher than 434. 433 is a high. It's not going higher. 435, 48, 436 in the after hours as well. I checked. So this market's pushing higher. So don't. I mean, you're fighting the trend, but you know you could squeeze a little more out of this, right? If you do a double correction. But if you keep impulsing out something like China, you're gonna have a very big problem. And I get the bear case. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. People tell me about all the problems. I agree. I agree. VIX getting absolutely crushed here, destroyed, as predicted. So VIX should head into this area down here, and then it'll be finished, and then you'll get a massive reversal back up. Most likely, you'll break this this trend here on the VIX, right? And it'll spike up to something like the 2020s, maybe not as much, maybe more. Who knows what's going to be the catalyst? But overall, that's probably gonna what's gonna play out. We're gonna get a melt up, and then it's gonna come down. So I think the market's got higher to go. And we're seeing some good indications here in the bond market in the DXY. Gold and silver finding support, so that's good news as well. Showing us that the dollar may have already topped, and then a nice rally in gold and silver is waiting for us. All right, let me cover the GDX, and then I'll cover the TLT. So GDX, GDXJ. So GDX, I think. So what I think about the gold miners, we do have one more leg down, but to me this looks like kind of like a wave 4 or something like that. But it just looks. I think in wave 2 at least. Sorry, not wave 4, wave 2, but wave 2 needs maybe a little bit of a deeper pullback considering the move that we've gotten, but it could truncate, it could end early. We may not get this pullback that everyone's waiting for. All right. And let's continue on, and I'll just cover a few more names here. I think I covered a fair bit. Roku, yeah, I think all the names that people love and people like. Yeah, this is about it. Okay, I've covered enough individual names. Let's just take a look at the TLT. So yeah, we are in a nice TMF position. This is pushing higher, and I said this is just a retrace, wave 2, ABC. Now you're in a wave 3. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna edit these out, but whoever's watching, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so impulsing in a wave 3 here, and I think there's much higher to go. Where do I think the TLT will top? I mean, probably somewhere in this area. I'm looking at 105 to 116 is the major sell area for TLT. That is when yields are most likely going to top out. All right, yields are going to be finishing up. Yields are going to be bottoming out, not topping out. Yields are topping out right now. Yields are going to be bottoming out down here, right around maybe the 372. Let me just do some rough calculations here. I'll just give you quick calculations. There we go. So, okay, so a little bit lower. So yields dropping down here. And yeah, maybe this area. So that's basically it. Yields will bottom out here, and then you'll start to push out higher from there. All right, I gotta rest my voice here, guys. I've been doing so much talking today. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.